What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance Crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today I have a request that was given to me through a super chat through my last live stream. One of the things that I like to do for my live streams is if you are, nice enough and willing to donate anything above $5, I would throw your request at the top of my priority list as far as my reactions are concerned. It's just something I like to do so that so I can offer something back. I don't like asking for donations, but if you are going to donate, I feel like I should give you something in return. So this is a reaction that was requested by Joe Baker. Also, Caleb Hayes, you also gave a donation too, but you never gave me a request. So, I didn't state out the rules at that time. That was something I did in my past streams, and because I recently started streaming again, I kind of forgot to mention it. But in case you happen to see this, you have one free reaction as well. So this video was done by Burnham. This is called Art is Dead. Burnham was somebody I've done reactions to in the past. I've kind of took a break from it, but I was always meaning to get back into it. This reaction is called Art is Dead. Art means a lot to me. I like to see myself as an artist because I do draw and stuff like that. I have a couple drawing videos on my channel if you want to check those out. It's in a playlist called DaVinci Draws. Ignore the Super Saiyan 4 drawing, that one sucked, but the other ones were good. And this video, obviously you guys know how Burnham works. He's like a musical comedian in a way, very much like Tim mentioned, who I need to check out more of also. Now with that being said, let's jump into this and see what it has to offer. I'm looking forward to it.
This song isn't funny at all, but it helps me sleep at night.
I will be pausing and stuff too.
Art is dead. Art is dead. Art is dead. Art is dead. Entertainers like to seem complicated, but we're not complicated. I can explain it pretty easily. Have you ever been to a birthday party for children, and one of the children won't stop screaming because he's just a little attention attractor? When he grows up to be a comic or actor, he'll be rewarded for never maturing, for never understanding or learning that every day can't be about him. There's other people, you selfish asshole. I must be psychotic, I must be demented to think that I'm worthy of all this attention.
That's funny. That's kind of true. Artists, you've all heard the stories about like eccentric artists, people that go out and do crazy things and stuff, and it's just like, oh, that's just how they are. They're kind of quirky. And no, the truth is, artists like to do stupid stuff, and they pretend like their creative mind gives them an excuse to do it. It's no different than somebody who goes around who identifies as an asshole doing asshole things. Like, just because you call yourself an asshole doesn't mean that you're immune to being an asshole. Like, everybody knows them. Everybody has a friend or something like that. Somebody that goes around pretending like, oh yeah, I'm just real. I just speak my mind and this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay, you can speak your mind, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that you lack any type of etiquette or manners or anything. Like, you aren't excused from that just because you claim, oh well, I just like to be real. So what? You're still an asshole. How about that? Like, you fuck you. How about that? That's where I want to end it. Fuck you. Let's get back into it. I'm gonna jump back a little bit.
Maturing, for never understanding or learning that every day can't be about him. There's other people, you selfish asshole. I must be psychotic, I must be demented to think that I'm worthy of all this attention, of all of this money you worked really hard for. I slept in late while you worked at the drugstore. My drug's attention, I am an addict, but I get paid to indulge in my habit. It's all an illusion. I'm wearing makeup, I'm wearing makeup. art is dead.
That's
so
an
people think
interesting
you're funny.
thing.
How do we get those people's money? I said our art is dead. We're rolling in dough while Carlin rolls in his grave. His grave. His grave.
It's interesting listening to Bo Burnham when he does these songs because it's obviously like self-aware. A lot of times he's referring to himself also. Like the comment about I'm wearing makeup, it's like screaming like, hey, I'm not being real right now either. Like, this is all just an illusion. This is just stuff we put on. Like, this isn't really me. If you want to get to know me, talk to me when I'm not on stage or something like that. Like, it reminds me of Rick and Morty when Rick was Little Rick and he was singing all his songs, but each one had like a deeper meaning and they were trying to lay a message, but the audience wasn't listening. They were like just going along with what, like, they were going along with the melody, but they weren't actually hearing the words. And that's kind of what I'm getting on this. Like, the fact that an artist would come out and scream art is dead and it's all an illusion, I'm wearing makeup, this, that, like, he's saying what's wrong with the current state of things, to the point where, like, we've made art into this market and we put these like artists on pedestals and treat them like they're royalty while they do the most asinine stuff in the world, and we call them eccentric and things like that. And it's like, no, they're still human just like anybody else. You don't excuse behavior like that. Like, you can't just hide behind the what is it called, eccentricity. Either I made up a word or I just used a word that I know the meaning of but may not have pronounced it right. One of those ways. But like, people will hide behind being creative and this, that, and the other to do things that if somebody else had done would be considered crazy. And the art like the market of artists, and whether it's musicians or painters or movie stars or anything like that, like, you hear about all these stories about them being like selfish, they like divas and divos and things like that, and we excuse it. Like, isn't that interesting? Like, the idea that, oh, this person only has red grapes and they never eat green grapes, and if they have a green grape or a green Skittle or something like that, they'll throw out the entire damn dressing room, and they only have Arrowhead sprinkling water, and I don't know if Arrowhead has sprinkling water, but they only have specific Arrowhead sprinkling water, and if you come in with Dasani, they'll demand that they won't do the show. And it's like, why are we excusing this behavior? Like, people will look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's just them, that's how they work. No, you're excusing it. They will change if you force them to change. Whatever. I think it goes into this whole stan bullshit and this stan culture, and, oh, I stan this person, I stan that person, but you don't hold them to the same standard as other people. It's one thing if the context would suggest a certain thing. Like, okay, fine, they have this type of lifestyle and this is all they really know. But there's a lot of times when artists will come in and they will have perfectly normal upbringings, but then they get famous and change, and like, that's the biggest problem. But I've spoken way over enough. Let's continue this.
Art is dead, so people think you're funny. How do we get those people's money? I said our art is dead. We're rolling in dough while Carlin rolls in his grave. His grave. His grave. I said the show has got a budget. The show has got a budget. And all the poor people, way more deserving of the money, won't budget. Cause I wanted my name in lights when I could have fed a family of four for 40 fucking fortnights. 40 fucking fortnights. I am an artist, please God forgive me. I am an artist, please don't revere me. I am an artist, please don't respect me. I am an artist, feel free to correct me. A self-centered artist, self-obsessed artist. I am an artist, I am an artist, but I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. And maybe I'll grow out of it.
Now that's facts. Like, I don't know exactly what he means by artist dead, because that could be like that's a rather vague term. Is there a specific genre of art, or like the mindset behind it? Like, I'd like to like actually ask him what he meant by artist dead. And I don't mean that like, oh well, I don't think artist dead. What do you mean? But I mean like, I just really don't know. Like, I really like to know what his interpretation of artist dead is, because he's obviously someone that's way deeper into the world of art and entertainment than I am. So he would definitely have a better idea of it. And but like I said, Bill Burnham has always been very Bo Burnham. He's always been like very self-aware, and he always sprinkles in pretty much his own pain in his music, which is funny because in a sense what he's doing demonstrates that art is actually alive, because when it comes to like comedy in particular, the old adage is comedy and tragedy are like hand in hand, like they both go together. You can't have one without the other. And what he's doing now is kind of demonstrating that. Like, you can kind of like almost hear the pain in his voice about just about anything. I'm not really sure what is like making him feel that way. It could just be the fame and stuff in and of itself, but he obviously has like something that isn't that something that he has an issue with that he wants people to know about, but it seems like it's not getting through. So it would be interesting to see if Bo Burnham has a video where he just like talks to either the audience, or if he talks to viewers, or just has a video where he's just talking to the camera and just like getting out what he wants to get out. But yeah, the entertainment industry it's very interesting. Like, a lot of people wants to be famous, but they don't really necessarily know what, like, they don't understand the problems that come with fame, or comes with money and power, things like that. Like, I was having a conversation with someone, I forgot who it was exactly. It was either a family member or it was King Rutherford. I'm trying to remember. But like I was talking about like the idea of like hitting the lottery, for example. People assume that like once you have like money, your problems go away. But the thing is, they're only thinking about problems in terms of the problems on their social economic position. Like, they're not thinking about the extra like the other problems that come into other layers. Like, being poor, chances are money is one of your main problems, or things related to money, whether it's bills or whether it's giving family members things that you feel like they deserve, whether it's owning a house, whether it's debt of some kind. Like, that tends to be your biggest problem. So obviously, if I get money, my problems will be fixed. But you're not taking into account the problems that come from having a lot of money. Because when you have a lot of money, the problem it's not monetary anymore. It's something else. It's either emotional, or it's as far as like a trust issue, like anything like that. Like, people that you are cool with, that you think would never do you wrong, once a lot of money gets put into the equation, people change. And like, you have family members that you think love you right now, but the second you get a ton of money, they will change. Friends, you get a lot of money, people that you thought was your ride or dies, people that would never betray you, have always had your back, you put millions of dollars in front of their face and the right opportunities, and sometimes people will change. When it comes to fame, like, nowadays, if people like want to get to know you, be friends with you, even at a lower standpoint, you still have to like, okay, well, what exactly are you looking for? What do you want? But it's not anywhere near the same level as somebody with millions and millions of dollars and all types of connections and power and this, that, and the other. Because when people come and want to like get to know you at that level, it's a lot deeper than, you know, them having a simple motivation. It could be something way deeper that they're trying to get at you, but you don't see it because they've plotted it out way long term or way deeper than just, oh well, you know, like a good example would be like with a girl, a dude that wants to come and get to know you. You probably all you have to think of is like, all right, well, what does he want? Does he want sex, or does he want to try to take advantage of me as far as like my money or something? And but it's like small term. Like usually if you say, oh well, I'm not looking, I'm not really interested, they'll be like, all right, whatever, and move on. When you have a ton of money, you say no, I'm not interested. A lot of times people don't just walk away from that. They'll try to figure out some other way to get contacted with you because you're a much more prized, you're more of a reward if they succeed at what they want to do than just some random person on the street. So like people that give rich people or famous people a lot of shit because it's like, how could you be sad? How could you be upset because you have all this? But you understand what they might have gone through. They might have had family members that they were like connected with deeply, but then something happened that caused a rift, and now it's like, damn, I can't even trust my family anymore. Like I got all this money and stuff, but now I'm looking over my shoulder every couple seconds to see who got their hand out or who's trying to take advantage. When it comes to like fame in your industry, like you gotta always wonder, all right, well, why are you trying to get in contact with me? Are you just trying to use me because I'm a big name and, you know, you're just using me as like a stepping ladder to step over me so you can climb the ladder of success or something? Like, do you really give a fuck about being friends with me or something? Or are you just looking to have that contact information so you can go around and say, hey, I know this person. Hey, I know that person. Like, sometimes it's a lot deeper than just, you know, surface area. And when I hear Bo Burnham talking about like stories like this, it makes me think like, all right, well, what did he experience? Because Bo Burnham wasn't someone that was just born into fame and success. He was somebody that, I believe, I could be wrong, but he started on YouTube, didn't he? He was doing these things on YouTube and he picked up traction, got a following, more eyes started to follow him because he was picking up momentum. And it's like, what did he experience in his life? Did he have people that he was close with that started to change when he started to get successful? And I don't know anything about his financial situation, but I'm willing to bet that he's making more money now than he was when he first started off on YouTube. So who exactly are the people that gone into his life and might have taken advantage or done something like that? So like it's just, he has too many songs that tackle too many issues that seem to be very personal to him for it to just be him making a topic and making a song about it. Now, I could be wrong. For all I know, he could just be a very socially conscious musician and is focusing on all he could be a socially conscious musician that's focusing on all the issues that he just wants to draw awareness to. Or this could be something that's more personal to him, and art is his expression or his way of expressing himself and getting it's his way of expressing himself in that it's like an outlet for him. But like I said, I like to actually get in contact with him in some way just to like see what, like just to talk and see what's going on. I don't give a damn about, you know, fame or anything like that or YouTube or whatever else, but just to see what the issue, what he'd like to say. Like, that's it. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Bo Burnham is somebody that a lot of people on my channel, you know, respect. His videos tend to be somewhat more popular than my average videos, so I like to see what you guys have to say about that. Anything new that's happened with Bo Burnham, because I haven't really been keeping up. This video was uploaded in 2010, so this isn't recent or anything. But yeah, let me know. I'm Devon DaVinci. Hopefully you've just been a little more enlightened. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share on my video. I always have the original video in the description box down below. click that and show some support to Bo Burnham. One of the best ways I say you can show support, if you don't feel like watching the video a second time, because chances are if you watch this, even though you did watch the video while it was pausing and going back and forth, you still watched the video. So if you want to show the original content creator some support, the best thing you can do is right click the original link, open it in a new window or a new tab, put it on mute and have it playing in the background while you're doing something else. The video is only about 2.5 minutes long, which is crazy because this video is now over like 20 minutes. But the video is about 2.5 minutes long. Have it playing in the background. That way he will get the view and the ad revenue that'll come with your view. Normally I prefer people do it while they're watching the reaction. That way you can have both things being taken care of simultaneously. And I will have a link for Bo Burnham's channel at the end of this video right around here. So if you want to go to the channel and see his other videos, there will be a link for that. So go ahead and click that and subscribe, watch his videos, and all the other good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and move on. I look forward to seeing you guys on a future video. Until then, I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Deuces.